Hi everyone and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel. So, we have been doing a lot of Finnish Winter War lately and I thought we should continue on that thread. So today we're going to do an unboxing of VaeVictis issue number 158, which also includes the game Talvisota 1939 to 1940, which is a 1 to 2 player game about the Finnish Winter War, but it also includes solo rules. For those who are not familiar with the VaeVictis magazine, that's a French magazine about war history, and it usually includes some type of game. And many of the games included in these magazines are either solo or include solo rules. So this is going to be the later. This is again a 1 to 2 player game which includes solo rules. This game is designed by Lionel Leron, and you can get this. It's a cheap magazine. It's only 15.95 euros, and you can get it directly off their website. So I'm going to provide you with a link in the description. So one thing though that is a little bit problematic is that it's a French magazine. So unless you're really good with French, you're not gonna really have much use of the magazine itself, since it's all gonna be in French. We're just gonna take a quick look at the magazine before we look at the actual game. And you might wonder then, because of course the game is also gonna be in French, or at least the rules are gonna be in French, but that doesn't matter because these guys provide you with downloadable English rules. So I have those available, so we're going to look at those as well. But let's take a look at the magazine, and I gotta say, really nice, glossy, thick magazine, so it pains me that my French is so bad that I will not be able to enjoy the articles in here. But I'm guessing that War Games is really big in France, since they have this really cool magazine dedicated to it. And perhaps I have to take up French again. My grandmother, my dad is actually born in France, so he used to speak French, and my grandmother still does. So I can call her perhaps. And Atlantic Chase, that is cool. Yeah, you can see there's all types of here we have a Memoir 44. I believe this is a scenario actually for Memoir 44. That is really cool. Just a shame that I cannot make out the victory conditions, for example. Six medals and something else. Oh man. And then we have the Talvisota, the Finnish Winter War. Really some interesting images as well in this magazine. Here we have some guys giving up, 1940. And some more interesting articles. Yeah, all in all, I gotta say, the magazine looks great, and again, it does pain me that I can't read. That I can't read this magazine. I don't want to show too much because perhaps these guys are going to be pissed that I show the magazine. Anyway, VaeVictis issue number 158, and with that we get this free game, which is Talvisota, and comes in this nice folder and has some cool information on the back, which again I can't read because it's in French, but we can see here that possibility to play in solitaire is 10 out of 10. No idea. It's going to be regiments, division, and corps, and 1.5 centimeter is 40 kilometers. You Yanks don't know about what that is, and duration of time to play a game is 3 to 4 hours, and complexity is 5 to 10, 5 out of 10. We have some example counters here. So here are the rules, and I gotta say it's a small Small little rules book. It looks really great. And this is the thing then. You will have to download this from their website. These are full rules translated to English. And I think it's well done, well presented. So let's start by looking at the rules. So we have the presentation, general points. This is just basically an introduction. And then we get to the preparation of the game. It's going to be like a setup. And how to play. So not too many pages of rules. I mean, the text size is quite big. And we have some environmental effects. Finnish harassments. Morale. And then finally we have the solo rules, which start here on page number 14. And the solo rules are quite simple. It's one page, and then not sure if this is specific to the solo rules or if that's a combat table that you're going to use no matter. Something odd here that I see that didn't make it to the English rules are, you have here in the back of the rules, I don't know what this stands for, but I know that you can get this from Boardgame Geek. I actually already downloaded it, but it's not on the official page. So then you have these translated to English. So I'm not sure what good they are going to be for, but since they were available on Boardgame Geek, I just decided to download them. And then finally we have our counters. So those are going to be, let's see, here's the map. We should look at the map also. Talvisota, let me see if I can bring you down here. So we can get a closer look at Finland and Russia. So we can see all of the, the places where the battles are going to be. We have our morale track here and our turn track. And here is our environmental track. So it goes all the way from Murmansk down to Leningrad. All the way down here to Leningrad. See if I can bring you up again. So I think it's quite a good map. We have a nice look here of Finland. And then we have our counters. So on the back side, they just have the national flag. We have the Soviet communist flag, and then we have our Finnish flag with the lion. And then we have some special ones. This looks like a Molotov cocktail lighting up armored car and some other special counters. And on the other side we have our Russians, we have artillery, political officer, I'm guessing reinforcements, munitions, some tanks, some infantries, some armored cars, more tanks. We have some named officers here, Russian officers. And then for the Finnish side, we have Motti, which of course, is the Finnish tactic of the Russians, which were heavily dependent on their armored columns, which were heavily dependent on the roads, which was very bad because the Finns stopped them, and then they kind of made concentrated defensive places, which they harassed, which is the tactic of Motti, which is the way they won the Finnish Winter War. Anyway, here for the Finnish, we have Mannerheim, We have BF-109 looks like. Some cool counters. Don't know what this one is, but it looks fun. So one negative aspect of the solo play, at least in my opinion, being a Finnish, is that you can only play as the Russians. So if you play in solitaire instead of two-handed or multiplayer, you're gonna have to fight the Finns. So there is no way with the solitaire rules as written to play as the Finns, and I think that's a shame because I would much rather have played as the Finnish, and I think most people agree with me because I mean, this is the epic legendary fight, the David versus Goliath. You know, the small nation of Finland standing up to the communist dictatorship, which is Soviet Russia, and you know, actually making them having to retreat, which is a legendary part of World War II. Anyway, it can be interesting also as Russians to kind of feel that, you know, how the Finns are isolating your armored columns, harassing them, and you know, really must have been a horrible experience from every kind of perspective. Also the commander perspective. How do you deal with a situation like that? Because you're basically screwed. So that is going to be interesting to play as the Russian side. Anyway, guys, again, this is VaeVictis, the French magazine with the Latin name, which is also translated into English. So we have the French magazine with the Latin name about the Finnish Winter War translated to English. So very much looking forward to playing this gorgeous game. Again, you can get this for only 15.95 euros directly from VaeVictis website. I will give you a link in the description because it can be kind of tricky to find. English rules are available online. Thank you very much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, I would ask that you please do. And you will not miss my playthrough video of this game. So thank you very much again. See you next time.